But yeah, no, I've just had like a week of peopling.
God, the people, man.
No, there's just peopling, and it's a lot.
I've just started saying sorry for everything in meetings. Like, I'm really sorry. I know, I'm really sorry. It's terrible. I agree, it's awful. I'm so sorry. It's actually got absolutely nothing to do with me.
But I'm sorry anyway.
I'm sorry.
This is advice.
Yeah, I've been leaning into that.
Yeah,
People are awful. There was some guy like fully shouting at people yesterday on my train, like just starting with like every fucker on the train. And just like,
for any reason?
No, not that I could see. I was like, I wonder if he's actually like on something. You know, you're like, this is not helping.
Hello and welcome to this week's episode of They're Not Even Real Housewives though podcast. Nope.
We're not very good at it anymore.
Jesus.
Oh, does that mean am I helping?
No, a lot. Like I can't even look at you. I have to like look down in the other way. Shut up. Hello and welcome to this week's episode of They're Not Even Real Housewives though podcast. Fuck it, I'm just kind of carrying on. Broken Shania here. I can't get my words out. It's gonna be a great episode.
Do you know what song has been stuck in my head all day? And yesterday?
What?
No, I won't back down.
Why?
Well, I've worked out why, but I had to work it out from myself. Like my brain tricked me. It's because so many people sent me that like meme of Kristen and Zach being petty, and my brain
petty with a purpose.
And my brain's gone, I know a Tom Petty song.
And that's it.
You think it's
fair?
That?
Yeah.
What? Sorry, what? What happened?
Yeah. But I mean, that's me though. As soon as they said that, I was like, that's my life.
Yeah.
Like, I'm not petty for no reason. You have to give me a reason to be petty. Like I'm petty with a purpose. All over that.
Yeah. I think it's like your one of your, what are they? Not disciples. What are your commandments?
Yeah. Yeah, absolutely. Right, words on the street.
I don't know if I've got any. I'm horrified by those pictures of Nene that I sent you.
Yeah, that was just bizarre.
And the second set, I'm not sure if I sent you a second set. The second set and the like red lacy pedal pusher lingerie something that even worse. Yes, exactly. That is
pedal
right.
Pusher.
What? I yes, quite.
I know the 90s are trying to make a comeback, but pedal pushers really
don't need it.
No,
not
don't.
Needed.
So
I'm sending it to you now. Have a look for me.
What are you sending it on?
On Instagram, or I can just show you.
That's
wait,
right,
have I got a blur on?
It's weird getting Instagram messages to my personal Instagram via the podcast.
Yeah.
Oh, what is she wearing?
So that's the first one, but look to the second picture.
Oh.
Why is it above the knee? I mean, what the fuck is it?
It's the bralette thing that doesn't work for me. And why is she wearing underwear
under it? And what the fuck has she done to her face?
I don't know, but her arms look amazing.
Her arms look amazing, but I don't think it's real, because if you look behind that wall is like blurry around her arm.
Yeah.
But it looks like Gretchen if Gretchen was in blackface.
Because she has no nose, yeah.
It's just insane. Sorry, did you have words on the street?
Well, I mean, I don't know now. Hold on. Oh, just like the Kardashians are back.
Back on the television.
Back on the television.
Filming. Back are they?
Season 5 launched
so where
today.
Are we at with the Kardashians though? Because they hate each other, no?
Well, I don't know. It's just really funny watching them, and they're just the everything. And Courtney, the whole time I was watching the episode, I was like, Courtney really is the least interesting to look at. Like, Kim had it right. Like, I don't know why we're investing so much time in this baby that she's having.
Rocky.
Yeah, Rocky. But I will.
Because she's like holistically had this baby.
Yeah, 1000%. Because she believes in a higher power.
Yeah,
She
and
knew
just
that
cut
she
out
was
Kathy.
always going to have a baby. Yeah, 1000%. My favorite part of the whole thing is just Kris Jenner and Chloe. Like, they're the best things in this show. Okay, like 1000% best things. And Chloe went round to the Lord's house. So Scott Disick again, fabulous addition.
Right.
He is incredible. And they were talking about like the childhood or whatever. And Chloe's reminisced about a time that she was driving everyone to school at 14 because her mum told her that she was allowed to.
Oh,
And
Lord.
she had a government issued driving license, which meant she was able to drive at that age. And one time they went out for a dinner or something when she was like 14, 15, and Kris Jenner got really drunk. And Chloe had to drive them home from like Beverly Hills to wherever they lived. And she had to like drive on the freeway. And as she was driving on the freeway, Kris vomited and tried to get it out the window, but it flew back in and landed all over Chloe, all over everyone. And I'm like, this is why Kris Jenner is the GOAT. This is why she is the GOAT. Like,
Lord.
Imagine doing that to your child at that age, like, and just being so fucking incredible.
Yeah, but it's all comparative, isn't it? Because Khloe Kardashian at 14 is what, like...
Average person at 65, yeah.
But also, like, you know, is that the worst thing that's happened to them? No, like, O.J. Simpson threatened to, like, kill himself in Kim's bedroom, like, 2 years earlier, no? Like...
Yeah.
This is, like, not the worst thing that's happened, though. Maybe you're already traumatized about, like, chases on the freeway, potentially.
Yeah. Look, it was Chris's excuse. Well, it was a different time then.
It was a different time. Not that different of a time.
Fucking
it's rural, is it, man?
Oh,
I don't understand. I can't get the names to match the faces of the ones that are actually Jenners.
Kylie and Kendall.
Yeah, I can't make it stick. I know Kylie's the one with the lips, isn't she?
Yeah, she's the short one.
Yeah,
Kendall's the short one.
The one that's the model.
Yeah, that they didn't recognize when she watched Victoria Beckham's fashion show. So they thought they were so late. They thought they were so late that they missed Kendall walk, but Kendall was the last person, and Kendall walked past them, and they didn't recognize her. She had like glasses on, and they were legit asking everyone, "Did we miss Kendall? Did Kendall walk?" And that even Victoria Beckham was in it. She had a cameo, and she was like, "No, she was the last look," and they were like, "What?" Yeah,
they all just look at themselves.
Yeah, fantastic. Anyway. Kardashians are back. And something about her is open.
It's open. They got a sandwich called Your Words.
So you can eat them. Brilliant.
Yeah.
Fantastic. But the people then were upset.
Why? It's just sandwiches.
Because they had to queue and then they ran out of sandwiches and they didn't get anything.
That is poor.
Really? The tiny ass sandwich shop, we've seen them struggle to get that open. You are shocked and surprised.
Oh no, I'm entirely absolutely to expectation.
Right.
I mean, of course you got a queue. You can sit like 7 people.
Anyway.
Yeah, they should have had. But sandwiches, just go to a shop and buy the ingredients.
Go to Subway. They never run out. Just saying. And you can put whatever you want in the sandwich and choose your own bread.
But if you're in the back and you're like, oh shit, man, it looks like we got 20 sandwiches worth of shit left. Somebody go to a shop.
Yeah, I'm sure they live near a supermarket or something. They're not live. Their shop is near a supermarket. Yeah, I don't know. Anyway, let's get into...
Jersey?
Yeah, let's go. So they're still in the shore.
They're at the shore.
And I see Bill.
He's finally dead. He's not dead.
So I take a big sigh of relief.
I thought of you. I thought, oh, we're at peace.
Yes. Although I'm not loving the hair. Was his hair always like that?
It's often like that.
Oh. Maybe because when I like him, he's wearing a cowboy hat and I don't notice.
I think it's in between. And like, you have to, what are we doing here?
Yeah.
Do you think he wears do you think he wears like a bandana when he's in surgery?
When surgery, yeah, probably. You have to cover your hair, right?
Yeah, I think so.
Again, those hairnets are ridiculous because they've got holes in them. Hair gets through. I don't understand why people wear hairnets.
And hair is so pervasive.
Yeah. You've had
Like, it'll just come into you and grow out of you, won't it? It's just disgusting. Oh, no. Okay, so they're at the shore, and there's like the confessions of the morning after, isn't there?
Yeah, so they're at the fooders having breakfast.
And Jen's like, no, it's all cool. We're friends. I'm friends with Teresa.
Yeah.
And Rachel Fuder is fucking pissed.
They're all pissed because, quite rightly, and I'd blocked out of memory, Jen Fessler was very clear that she didn't want anything to do with Teresa.
She's a little flip-flop, though.
Yeah, but also as well, I think it's really easy to get a perception, yes, of someone off the telly and what your friends are saying versus actually meeting someone in real life. Like, it's unless you have a bee in your bonnet personally about someone, it's hard to dislike them when you've met them face to face. And someone like Teresa is very disarming.
Yeah.
She's so lovable.
Until she has shit with you, she's lovely.
Yeah. But even when she has shit with you, she's so dumb. It's fine. And I'm here for it. I love Teresa. Like, I'm not dissing Teresa at all. Like, I really like her, but I just think it's hard. And I think it's unreasonable for you to expect. Like, I don't expect you to have beef with my friend because
it's too much. That you can't.
I don't want you to be friends with them. I think everything that Rachel said to Danielle at the end was like, it's really hard to be friends with someone who is trying to be friends with someone I that has hurt me. I can understand that.
Yeah.
Still.
But Jen doesn't have to toe the line. This isn't a cheer squad. Like, she's a big old grown up. She can be friends with who she likes. And then there are consequences of that, aren't there?
But I thoroughly enjoy Nate and Danielle's matching.
Oh, they're like, what are they? New Jersey, Barbie and Ken?
Yeah, when they go to the grocery store and wear matching outfits.
Imagine.
I can imagine you and Dan matching.
You think?
Yeah.
Okay. I made for Father's Day one year. I made him and the kids' clothes.
Your face.
I just think he's a lot of colour. I'm not so much colour.
No.
I'd have to be like a patch. We did do tie-dye at one point. Like, we all had, we did like tie-dye all together and we did all that. So
yeah.
Very much.
It's like him wearing something and then you bring like one strip of colour like the belt and then the kids wearing like the other half of the outfit. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, he's not super invested in his fashion choices, is he? And they're like accessorized and everything, don't they? I don't think Dad owns an accessory.
No. Well, yeah, fair. And then we go to like breakfast between the Gorgas and the Aidens. So we see both sides of the conversation, don't we? So Bill and Jennifer and I was going to say Raquel, I meant Dolores.
There's so many flies in here. What is happening? I got it. Sorry. Yes. There's the Aidens and the Kanyas.
Okay. Yeah. And is that it?
And yeah.
And then
it's there. And then
Margaret and
the Melingos and the Gorgas.
And it's the whole conversation about Jennifer and how everyone misses Bill, but they can't really have thing.
Yeah.
And Melissa's saying why she doesn't understand why Jen hates her, and Jen's also saying she doesn't understand why Melissa hates her. Q Production telling us all the things that Jen has done to Melissa. Like, Jen chucks it, but she's chucked it with everyone from day one. Like, she just says
it's not personal, but she wants dirt on everyone.
1000%. And I think her not seeing that spreading a rumor about Melissa cheating on Joe, crosses a line.
Yeah, she's like, what? But I did hear that rumor. It's that like excuse, isn't it? It's like that's not how it works, and you know it.
But when Margaret said something about
Bill, no, it's like a whole maybe that's more painful because it was true.
I don't think that the Melissa thing wasn't not true.
Just can't see her in a car.
Yeah, fair. Fair. Private plane.
Or just, a room with a door. I just think she's not that dumb. Like, he's not that tall, but he can look in windows.
Yeah. That might be the name of the episode. He's not that tall, but he can look in windows. So then, but let's be clear. Then Joe Gorga
rings Bill
at the exact same moment that they're all having a conversation, which I thought was fucking
coincidence. Yeah.
Yeah, like I'm supposed to believe that wasn't set up by production. Okay, sure. But Bill saying, my wife is still really upset about everything that went down. So
everything that she's done.
Oh, first of all, really proud of Bill for standing up for his wife.
He did well. Yeah.
But is he okay? Your wife is out here causing problems.
Yeah, but he knows that, like, that doesn't make any difference to him, does it? Like, he just knows that he's learned that he has to stick up for his wife, and so he's just doing good. Because he's only doing that in public. It's not like he's not going to hang out with Joe Gorga if he wants to, which I also genuinely don't think he does.
No.
He like gives no shits about like seeing these men. Like, we know that he just wants to be left alone.
Fair. Absolutely fair.
So then we go to Teresa's house to see
Gabriella packing.
And Gia is like
not be more happy.
She is like giddy to go. She's like, that's it. Like, that's the quickest they have ever packed a van. She is fucking gone.
It's all labelled. It's all ready to go.
It's sealed. It's itemized. She knows it. She is fucking out of there.
But Gia is a mess.
Gia is absolutely distraught because she is like, this is the stable one.
She's the only one who can get things done around here.
How will we survive now that like nobody will pay any bills?
Well, at least knows paying for college.
Yeah, but who knows the passwords to anything?
And is he really paying for college?
Oh no, absolutely not.
Is there going to be like a scam?
Well, he is. I'm sure he is, because I think Teresa is like so old fashioned that like what's hers is his. So like all of her money is like his money.
Not right, fair.
So technically he is. But yeah, she cannot fucking wait. And she's going to do economics.
Yeah.
Which she's just like signed up for. Like, is that how, I don't understand how uni works in America. You just get into uni and then you choose what you do. Whereas like here, you like apply and do a subject.
Yeah.
You can't turn up and be like, I think I'd like to do economics. I think they were like, do you got a maths A level? Or do you just apply to generally go to uni?
Surely you're...
There's going to be something, right? You can't rock up and be like, I'm doing like medieval French. And they're like, do you speak French? You're like, no.
Yeah, because you have to do your A levels or ASs to do with what you plan to do at uni.
Yeah.
Right?
I know that it's different there because you have like majors and minors and stuff, and maybe she's done that. Maybe she's got A-level maths or economics or business or whatever you study.
Yeah.
It just seemed like it seemed quite left field that she was doing economics.
Yeah, they all looked really shocked by it. Like that was brand new information.
But do you think they ever listened to her? So maybe it's just that.
That too. Yeah. Fair.
Yeah. And then Teresa sits down with Joe to be like, I would never say that John was a drug dealer now.
Oh, Louis, wrong husband.
Sorry, Louis, of course. Yeah, sorry. God.
Don't insult Joe Judas.
He doesn't care if people are drug dealers.
No. And also as well, he's 10 times better than Louis ever was.
Oh, yeah.
And that is saying a lot.
Yes. But yeah, I was like, what a weird distinction to be like, I just was shouting at you that you used to be a drug dealer. Like, I'm not, like, this idea that she thinks she's like, I'm not being offensive. It's like, come on.
You went to prison.
As a kind thing, though.
But you went to prison, and we're not allowed to talk about that.
But also, don't pretend that you were trying to be nice. You weren't just saying some facts. You were shouting at him. You were not, I don't quite, why is she so upset with him? I don't understand the source of this beef.
But that's what she does, though.
She just starts on people.
She just starts on people for like seemingly no reason. One person says something that is not remotely malicious, not remotely like vindictive, was just a passing comment. She immediately takes offense to it, and then it becomes like a thing forever. And I don't know why she does that. She's always done it, and it's really fucking frustrating, especially when the arguments that she uses against people is stuff that she has fucking done.
Yeah, like being a criminal. And then she's like, who does he think he is, the Godfather? And I'm like, based on what? What is the connection here?
And when it's someone that, when you're a father, like the leader of a family and a father and all that, you have to say things and you have to do stuff what like your ex-husband did.
Or your current husband.
Yeah, like, what are you doing?
Like,
I love her, but come on.
Like, you know, we can see though, right?
No, she doesn't.
And then he's like, he's so ugly. I'm like, you look like you're like a fucking boiled frog.
A boiled frog.
And I had a moment with Louis when I was like, is he actually terrifying? Or is he just like so stupid? It's just
Boiled frog.
It's right there, isn't it? It does look like a boiled frog.
What? That's a boiled frog. Oh. Fucking hell. That's the only insult I'm going to use now. You look like a boiled frog.
Yeah, it's going to get people.
Anyway, then we meet Josephina.
She was
I'm here for the blow up, though. I'm here for the blow up.
She was cheap, though, wasn't she?
Oh, she was awful. Like, Rachel Fuda could have done better. They've got that tile money. I feel like that was just... That
could have been some silicone.
Like, if you're going to bring me some kind of sexual object, toy, whatever it is, like, spend money on it.
Yeah, I was like, you're going to, like, hurt yourself on that.
You'll get paper cuts.
You get chafes, yeah.
Yeah, whatever the plastic equivalent is of a paper cut.
Yeah. So they go to the party. Everyone's coming in. Frank and Brittany are there.
Jackie comes. And she's upset because Danielle...
She's instantly fucking upset. Like...
But she seems to have forgotten all the things she said about Danielle last season.
But like, why? It's a party. Why are you coming in being fucking pissed off?
Because she's miserable. That bitch's face is just always miserable.
God almighty.
I still haven't recovered from that entire season of her crying about her husband. Like, I mean, listen, I like her, actually. I think Jackie's all right. But she is so whiny. I can't do it.
She needs to, like, take a chill pill and try and have a good time here. Like, she needs to get like a leaf out of Dolores's book, being like, "This is happening. I'm here for a nice time."
Yeah, and also stop with the lip filler.
Oh, everybody.
No, just stop. But Frank asked John Fuda the serious questions. Did you really use a double so ended? And I think Frank wanted him to say yes, so Frank says, I use one too. That's what I think was going to happen. And I think Frank was very disappointed that he didn't get to admit that he uses a double-ended dildo.
Yeah, all the big reveals here. I like the idea that Melissa was like, I don't want it to be a theme. I was like, you very much have gone with a theme.
Yeah.
And like the theme of... Also, it's that weird thing of like saying you're Italian and then the theme is Italian. And I'm like, but if you were Italian, this would just be a birthday and you would have Italian things. It sort of proves that you're not Italian, isn't it? Like, we don't go, I'm going to have an English birthday.
Yeah.
A birthday party, and it is de facto an English person's, like, we do, I'm sure they don't do the same shit in China that I'm sure they not got the same party food that we're having for our kids.
Yeah, so our thing is afternoon tea. We're going for afternoon tea. They're going for English tea. We're just going for afternoon tea. Like,
yeah.
Tea.
Yeah, yeah, exactly. Whereas they're, like, going for Italian...
Yeah.
So clearly getting all your name written in bread is like the shit, isn't it?
Oh, because, yeah, that's the thing. Yeah, oh, God. But then
I worry about that because I'm like, this bread is going to get wasted.
Yeah.
Like, it's decorative bread and I'm upset about it.
Yeah, we can't have decorative bread. There's no such thing.
I know, but
eaten.
I just don't think they know that.
Oh. Well, they're not real Italians then.
Exactly.
But then we had the flashback to Gabrielle's leaving dinner.
Oh, yeah. Like anti somebody's restaurant.
And we get the flashbacks of when they were kids. And I miss small, angry Melania. She's brilliant.
She crashed her car this week. No, somebody crashed into her.
Is she okay?
Yeah, she's fine, but her car is like fucked up.
Oh no, poor Melania.
Yeah.
Did she kill him? I feel like she might have killed him. That old Melania would have anyway.
Yeah. I think it very much was like she did all the right things by the coverage, but yeah, like someone like fucking went into her.
Bastards.
Yeah, and like a Mercedes, but who lets a 16-year-old drive a Mercedes? Or a 17-year-old, whatever she is.
Reese Judice. I'm having issues with my multiple glasses. Hold on.
It's multiple glasses, multiple flies.
But yeah, that happens. And then we go back to the party, and I then spent the rest of my day fantasizing about Frank Sr. eating ass. Because I reckon he doesn't. I reckon he does it right.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, I was thoroughly enjoying that. I'm not going to lie to you. He had the stance. He had all of the things going for him. Yep, I was in it. I was involved.
And then...
What?
What a day, man. What a way to spend your day.
Yeah. Hey, listen. You only wish you were in my head that day. Just...
So Frank and Joe are talking about their daughters going off to uni. Joe's got all his chauvinism out, hasn't he? Like, he doesn't mean to be, but he entirely is like, why is she going to be a girl? Why is going to be a girl first? Like, because, I'm worried someone's going to, like, touch her. She's going to have sex, even though I'm fully encouraging my 13-year-old to, like, bone anything that moves. My Lord, it's a bit much. And Frank's there like, yeah, no, it is hard. It's hard. And then I'm like, you've raised, well, not necessarily you, but like your daughter is Dr. Gabby. Like, no one's going to fuck with her. It's fine. You were not worried on the same level. You have not raised a naive, spoiled bitch like Joe Gorgas has.
Yeah, 1000%. Are people worried about little Frankie? I reckon little Frankie gets taken advantage of.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. I mean, I would take advantage of little Frankie.
I mean, I imagine he can't walk on the outside of the pavement just for vans stopping and grabbing him. I bet he knows exactly how to get his wrists out of a cable tie.
Yeah. I'm gonna pee my pants. Oh, that was quicker than normal. That was like, we're only half an hour in. Good job, Rosie. Good job.
Thanks.
And then
I loved it when Joe, when Dolores comes in and she's like, oh my God, everyone's got so grown. And then she realizes that it's the fooders' son and not a Gorga.
Yeah.
No, they haven't grown.
I was like, that's not who you think that is, bitch.
So big. Oh no, they haven't.
Hold on, I need a second. And then Frank tells Dolores that he's going to marry Brittany.
He's going to propose. And to begin with, she's like terrified that he's dying.
Well, I was like, when he was like, I'm going away, I was like, going away where? What happened?
You go to prison? What have you done? Yeah. I've got something serious to talk about. I've talked to the kids. And she's like, what? And then she's like, oh, it's great.
Yeah.
I'm so glad you're not dying and I legally don't have to look after you.
He could have said absolutely anything and she would not have given a fuck at that point because she was so freaked out.
Like, I'm going to have to nurse this man. Oh, no, I'm fine.
And then it's the Jen Fessler, the Rachel, the Jackie, and the Margaret of it.
Oh.
I feel like I'm missing a whole section of that conversation. I feel like the editing was done.
Pissed? Why is everyone so upset? Why is Margaret so agitated?
Because Jen Fessler started off being Team Margaret and Team everybody else.
Knows Margaret, doesn't she? They're friends before.
Yeah, and now she's like, actually, I'm not going to hate someone on your behalf. Jen Fessler's statement, I've got you, but I'm not going to be you. Best fucking word facts I've ever heard. Because it's true. I can be your friend and I can always have your back, but I'm not going to react to a situation the way that you expect it because that's how you behave. No, that's not.
And they were like, I would never say who you can be friends with. And I'm like, well,
that's what you're doing.
Tell yourself that then, yeah, because you seem pretty fucking frickled up now.
But I think that's what happened. And I think Rachel crying and saying, it's hard to look at my best friend. You've known that bitch for 5 months.
Yeah. And like suddenly she's opened up and like, I'm not sure I believe that.
And she's your best friend. Well, that's on you. If you were able to open up for someone after 5 months that you met on a TV show that is based on deceit, backstabbing, and women throwing each other under the bus, that says more about you than it does about Jen Fessler.
Yeah, absolutely.
Like, what is wrong with you?
I thought it was really shitty of Marge to be like, to Jeffers, like, you speak so badly about Louis. And I'm like,
Incessantly.
insistently. And I wanted to be like, well, anybody who's met Louis is going to talk shit about him.
Yeah, but you're not going to say to someone's face that you think their husband is a fucking
I
creep
know,
weirdo.
what's wrong with your husband?
You're not going to do that.
No, and you can like someone and not like their husband.
1000%. We have many
Really?
friends in our group that we feel that way about.
Oh yeah, we've all got those people.
Yeah.
Everyone's got a weak point. Sometimes it's their husband.
Everyone's got a dog.
And then Jen leaves, doesn't she? And Rachel and Danielle have like what they should have, what the conversation should be.
But
because I'm like, this is the same scenario, and yet with Danielle, you could be like completely reasonable about it.
me and you are, but I really did like the whole Rachel saying to her, but me and you aren't even that close, and you understand that we and her can have this conversation and this relationship. But
yeah,
I'm like, trying to have her on the side.
Yeah, it's like, can you hear your words?
Because Danielle was going to take that very personally.
She's not gonna like it.
That in confessions that's coming out.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
not gonna like it. She's gonna be pissed off, Barbie.
Absolutely.
But her and John Fuder are like buddy mates now. They bonded.
I love that.
Like, oh, okay.
I know Nate now, but now I feel like I know you.
What
we
was this?
We can have like a vibe. Next time I go to the club, we can like DJ. What are you doing? Fucking weirdo. Like,
I want to be on John Fuder's side in all this mess, but I'm on his side the more the less he speaks. Like, show me Rachel Fuder, show me the sun, show me Nonna. I don't need you to talk. It's not helping. Oh man.
I have to pee. I have to pee.
You pee, then we'll talk Vanderpump Rules.
Oh. Okay.
You good?
Yeah. I don't have notes for Vanderpump Rules or all of that.
Vanderpump. Okay, Vanderpump Reunion, the middle bit.
Did you see the extended part or no?
I don't know. I don't know. How will we know?
The length of the episode.
Oh God, who can tell? No, I don't. No, I don't think I did, because I think I watched it in one journey.
Okay.
So you tell me what I missed.
But I haven't got notes, so you're gonna have to.
No, but there'll be something I won't mention.
You're gonna have to prompt me.
I'll try. So we start, and like Brock is just suddenly like, "You've eroded Katie's confidence by being the world's fuckingest, stupidest husband." Like, oh, Brock. He like comes for Tom Schwartz in like this offhand something way. I was like, where does this come from?
No, can we talk about how fucking incredible that was? Like, just there's multiple times that Brock has like come for like Schwartz and everyone in that. I'm just like, we can say what we want. We can take the piss out of Brock. We can say whatever we want, but he's a good husband.
He is playing good husband. Yeah, he's doing the role. He knows where his bread is buttered.
Yeah, when he was saying that, even when Sheena was like, I don't want to be on Dancing with the Stars because I've got all these things happening with the band and everyone can say what they want and I'm doing this. And he was like, or you can fuck whatever they have to say and be the fucking rock star that you are. Like, who doesn't want that?
I mean, I guess people who want the truth, but yeah. Good. Yeah.
Oh, you're a cunt.
But yes, he's doing very well. He well done.
Yeah.
Brownie points on the husband.
Yeah.
And then who says that like Katie looks pissed? And Tom says, well, that's standard. Like, okay.
Andy said it.
Did Andy say it?
Andy said, well, now she looks pissed. And it was like, well, that's standard. Yeah. My favourite part was when she was talking to Joe. Joe was like, I was blah, 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 just felt some kind of way about Katie. She was like, but I'm a delight. That's how I view myself, Katie. Let's go. Like,
I liked all of that when she was like, I don't like you. I don't like most people. Like, just fuck off. It's just like not that big.
And then everyone was saying, that's the closest thing you're going to get to an apology. Just like accept it and move on.
Get it, move on. You're too invested.
Yeah.
I liked all the like, and Tom was all like her, like Brock's response. And then it was like, roll fucking tape. Here is you cheating on her fucking everywhere, you piece of shit. but he doesn't like and then he's like, I'm sorry, I was a sloppy fool. I'm like, what kind of damp ass apology is that?
The same kind of damp ass penis that tries to run up in people also. Like he's a sloppy fool in bed too. Although I keep flip flopping.
I know.
Really good, and a part of me thinks he's horrendous. Like I can't make up my mind. That's the appeal of Tom Schwartz, though, isn't it? That's why you keep coming back. Yeah, that's what I just. Oh God, I hate myself. I need to go and scrub myself with bleach.
Okay, so then we get into Sheena about how everybody's hit on her, and James is like, "Sorry, what?"
I think James might be the only one that hasn't, because I don't think Sheena is his type.
No.
He goes for, I mean, I know she's vacant, but he goes for like vacant.
Like ethereally vacant, though.
Yeah, and like straight up, straight down, no curves.
And kind of, he likes a girl who like wants to be the easygoing girlfriend, whereas in Sheena's most chill moments, she could never aspire to that.
No, but she's very clear with, I am high maintenance.
Yeah.
This is who I am.
Yeah, but yes, I'm not sure of this night in New York with Tom Sandoval either.
I don't know. I love that I woke up with Lockjaw and shout out a condom 2 weeks later was fucking brilliant.
Lisa's like, what was that? You don't need to know. They talk about Max and how Katie might have double dipped on Max, and Tom Schwartz says he like manifested it so that like they can be the same and he's not like the dirtbag. And again, I think that's them flirting, isn't it? He's like,
yeah, oh, the way she's like, no, we're not. He's like, yes, we are.
Yeah.
No, I was just like, I got turned on. I was like,
watching her pretend that she gives no fucks about him. And him knowing that it does get a reaction out of her is good foreplay.
Isn't it? It's like, I don't know if your husband does this to you, but mine does this to me when I'm infuriated about something and I'm like really angry about it and I'm ranting and raving, and then like he does like, I want to say sex face, but it's not like a sex face, but it's like a look that says, like, if I came and took your clothes off right now, you're not going to say no.
Yeah.
And it really pisses me off because I'm like, yeah, I probably wouldn't. But like, don't come that close to me and start trying to do stuff like when I'm like in the middle of a fucking argument with you bastard.
It's when I get so frustrated, like if I can't do something, like if I can't reach something, and then I'm like, damn, come and get this thing down, like that. And often I'll be like, will you get this for me? And then he'll get, and I'm like, and you need to put it away. And he's like, why? I'm like, well, because if I can't get it down, I can't fucking get it up, can I? And I'll be like agitated about it. And he'll just like come up and kiss my neck. And I'm like, stop. But it works every time. He knows what he's doing.
Yeah, because you would. In that moment, you would take me on the kitchen right now.
Except the fucking bread maker's here because I can't put it away.
Fucking hate men.
Your girl problems.
Yeah. Anyway.
So Schwartz has a bit of a thing at Ariana. He like says that she has an ego and shit.
Yeah.
And
not wrong.
Not wrong, but everyone else is like, no, we can see how this falls out in the press. Everyone's like, I don't know what you mean.
Yeah. It's okay to say that Ariana has an ego, but still be team Ariana. Like both can be true. And
she has an ego. It's not like Sandoval doesn't also have a massive ego.
She's always had an ego.
Yes, absolutely.
But I've said this from day one. The whole Ariana has never been nice. She has never been nice.
Absolutely. That's why she's in business with Katie.
Mm. Yes.
So then we get into the la-la of it. I'm not sure, what is Lala trying to do?
I miss I wasn't your best friend, ho Lala. Because that Lala made sense. That Lala stood in her convictions. She was logical in her approach. She stood for something that made sense. And I could get behind it. This Lala that I'm seeing currently, yes, she's pregnant. She can't be stressing and screaming at people because, I do believe your behavior during pregnancy does have some kind of impact on how your child is whenever it comes out. But if you can't understand someone's boundaries, doesn't mean you can't respect them. And I
Yeah.
don't understand why she's incapable of seeing that. I didn't understand your boundaries when it came to Randall hanging out with your friends. Because you think that Tom Schwartz was a pawn in Randall's game to get under your skin doesn't necessarily mean that was true, for one.
And
Second
even
of all,
if it is true,
it doesn't matter. It's got fuck all to do with you.
and if you don't want to be friends with Tom Schwartz because of it, that's an issue you have with Tom Schwartz, not Ariana.
Your boundary.
Yeah.
You're allowed to make that boundary and you're allowed to set it, but Ariana's not allowed. Like, why is it important to you what Ariana is getting up to? When Lala couldn't stay in Randall's house, because keyword being it was Randall's house. Ariana can stay inside the house because Ariana put down fucking half of the deposit for that house.
I mean, I get what Lala is saying. I think it is weird to be like, we can't film together, but we do live in the same house. I think that is weird. I think I would have left.
1000%. That's not.
I don't need to have a row with her about it. That's her shit. If you come to me and complain about your living situation, I'd be like, fuck off and move out.
I truly
not having that conversation with you several times. Absolutely not. But this is your life and your mess. And the fact that she gets to be like, nobody understands because I have a child. Nobody understands a thing about me because I have a child. Like, you have more work to do.
I don't know what it is. I got fucking mad. I was really upset. It didn't make any sense to me. We're supposed to accept everything that Lala does and everything is supposed to be okay. We spent most of this entire season saying that she was the voice of reason, and we were struggling with that within ourselves. We were like, what is happening to us for us to feel like Lala is a voice of reason? This particular part, the second part of the reunion, has made me think like, what the fuck is happening?
I think she just comes across as jealous.
Yeah, she's really upset, and I think Charlie nailed it. She's upset that she banged the wrong guy for the bag and she got the wrong end of the stick.
Yeah, I think it's that thing, isn't it? And she does say that she projects. And I'm like, that's what you're doing. You're upset at yourself.
Yeah.
And you're taking it out on her.
Yeah.
And I think
I think she's upset at Ariana because Ariana has the ability to set the boundaries with her ex.
And she's like fully capitalized and done really well out of her shitty breakup, hasn't she?
Yeah. And
I guess because people weren't like surprised that she did, whereas a lot of people thought Lala would just crumble and fail, and that's not nice to know.
Yeah. And I also don't like the fact that Lala is continuously plugging her need for a job. Like, I like filming this show because we have difficult conversations. That's what this show is about. This is why I film the show. This is why I'm doing this and why I'm doing that. Because this is the livelihood that I use to buy to pay for my child. Like, again, we've had this conversation previously. If you are relying on the fact that you're a 20-year-old bartender, or for her case, she was a hostess in the restaurant, to pay for your livelihood for the next 40 years, there is something very flawed in that plan.
Yeah, your pension plan has gone awry.
If I have to point that out to you, where are we?
No, they all just bought those big houses, though. They need a paycheck.
They don't get paid that much from Pump Rules, surely.
Who knows?
Like, if they get paid $1 million a year, I would be very surprised. But their houses are all like 3-4 million. So what, they need another 3-4 seasons? Like, come on, do better.
Ooh, okay. Okay. So then we bring out Ali and Joe.
Oh, I love Ali.
Yes. Ali's doing well.
She dragged them all the way together at the end.
Oh, yes, she did. They're not very inspiring.
But that's why we love Ali.
And again, she's not wrong.
No, she's not.
And Sheena's all like upset, like, how dare you criticize me as a mother? And I'm like, you spent the whole fucking season being like, I'm like crippled with anxiety.
I can't go.
Most people don't want to aspire to that. She charged $195 an hour for her to tell you about stars.
Good for her.
I just think
for her.
Maybe I should do that.
No, I mean, I would pay you 195.
We're like, oh, you're a tourist, so that means you're a bitch. Does that seem to read well with you? And then you were born in morning, so probably you have to, get up.
See, that's what I would pay $195 for. Not for the actual reading of the cards. I would pay that for that common sense kind of smack in the face that I am an absolute asshole for thinking that my birth chart meant anything. That's what
you're a Gemini, so you're the same as a 12th of the world population. Jesus Christ. It's too much. Do you know what I want to have done? I want to have that reading that Sylvester Stallone's mom does. Have you heard? Have I told you about this? The bum reading, yeah. She charges $400 an hour.
Jackie Stallone, fucking, she's another goat. She's another goat.
She's just like, how can I get people to show me their ass?
Oh, I fucking love it. Oh.
Okay, so Joe comes out. We find out that Joe has entered the group by being friends with Kristen.
We knew that from before.
I don't think I knew that.
Oh,
it makes sense now that I know it.
Yeah, but that was the whole thing. This is why I was never Team Joe, because I was like, this bitch has been crazy. Her best friend was Kristen Doty.
Yeah. She is crazy. And then, so they started off as drinking buddies, and she's just moved in there, and he's like, it was sporadic. And she's like, we're dating. And I feel bad for her, but equally, she is insane.
So we had this conversation on WhatsApp, and it was very...
I think we should modify what we said before we bring it up on the internet.
No, listen, at the end of the day, I stand by it, okay? I think what Schwartz did to Joe is disgusting. I think he gaslit her. I think he breadcrumbed her. I think all of the common millennials using now. He did all of that shit. And it was horrendous. But at the same time, that bitch had it coming. She broke girl code. If she was friends with Kristen Doty, she has been in that friend group. She has known their relationship for over a decade. She was there. She understood it. When you start your conversation with, I moved in during COVID and it was 2022 when you moved in, you have lost me. All sympathy is gone. All understanding is finished. I'm out. You knew what you were doing. You were trying to get some. You moved in on a seemingly person in your friends group. End of their marriage.
Yeah.
You knew. I'm out.
Exactly. It's like, we don't have to explain this to you. We don't have to go back that far. It's like, did you try and fuck her husband? There you go. That's why she doesn't like you.
I felt singled out by...
She was mean. She was mean to you. Yes, she was mean to you. Was it because you tried to fuck her husband? There you go.
I'm out.
Like,
sorry, Joe.
It's just not that hard. Yeah. And then Katie says she felt bad because she was like, for out because she was so stupid and got led on.
Yeah, but you would though, wouldn't you?
Yeah.
But still.
And he's still there like, no, it's fine. We had like a nice experience together. She's like, we had a relationship for a year. And he's like, no.
But then he's claiming some other girl. That's not right.
Yeah, but you
didn't claim Joe. That's not right.
Joe is crazy and convenient. And he was like, I'm just fucking you up, convenience.
If you don't tell someone you love them.
He does because he is a fuckboy.
Well, yeah, he was exhibiting fuckboy behaviour, as Kate quite rightly said, and he was shocked and appalled by that statement.
Yeah, absolutely. Also, I think he's got such like a mummy complex, and like he is just used to people looking after him.
Yeah.
Like, so it's like, oh, should we go out for dinner and I'll pay, and she's like, I'll make your bed, and I'm like, so she sees that as them being in a relationship, and he's just like, people like to look after me.
Just
and then he can't help it, does he? Because then she's sat there and she's crying, and he's like, yeah, my girlfriend is ridiculously good looking. I'm like, yeah, you could be her dad. And he actually could. She's like 23.
He might be.
But yeah, Jo is just such a victim, isn't she? And it's like, And Katie's like, I was mean to you, but no more mean than I am to people.
Yeah, like, get over yourself.
Yeah. Then we talk about Hippie and James and Ali's commitment, and they're gonna. He's like, no, we don't need to rush into having babies. We can have them like any time in the next 13 months.
And also, she says 28, like that's young. Bitch, you've got about 3 years before your egg shrivel
Oh,
up
you
and
are
die.
going to get in so much trouble. This is just not true.
Okay.
We're going to be so upset with you.
Okay.
I told you I had someone this week ask me if their girlfriend should freeze their eggs.
Like, yeah, what was that?
I don't know what I am like projecting out, but something about my face, and like, it's obviously very different between my brain and my face, because my brain
No,
is
I
saying,
see your face.
do not talk to me. And yet people are like, let me discuss my life plan with you. I'm like,
I don't get friendly vibes.
No, I know, right? It's just unbelievable.
Okay, fine. So you're not gonna shrivel up, and your eggs are gonna shrivel up in 3 years. Sure. Okay, let's move on.
Yes.
How long has she got?
I know. I think she's got a good 8 years.
Okay. All right.
But I think it's sensible that she's in control of this.
Okay.
I worry he's the kind of person who's gonna like,
Okay. Fair.
I worry he's gonna like steal her contraceptive pills.
Oh, he's already done that. She's not done. She had the implant put in.
Yeah.
She's not an idiot.
Good for her.
Yeah.
Yeah, good.
Yeah, I don't think Ali's walking into anything blind.
No, yeah.
She's not Rochelle. She's fully aware.
I loved it when they said that she left for 2 days and Andy was like, and you stayed with Schwartz. And he like genuinely looked like, fuck, did I?
They all did. Even Annie was like, for a second, wait, hold on, did I? That was brilliant. Well done, Andy. He ad-libbed well.
He did. That was very fast.
Yeah.
And then do we talk about the Maya? And is that the end?
Maya with the dog sticks.
The
dog sticks? No, that's not what I was looking at. And Andy called Ariana gross. And she was like, but it's my space.
He's like, but it is gross.
Yeah.
Thank you, day, bitch.
Yeah, I think that was the end, yeah. I feel like there was more, but I can't remember it.
Tom Sandoval goes for James a bit, doesn't he?
Oh, what is it? Stop being on your high horse. And then James was like, I'm so far on my high horse, you're in the dust or whatever. Like, James is so quick. The stuff comes out of his mouth so fast, like, and he makes sense. He's great.
I mean, wouldn't want to live with him, don't think people should have children with him, but he is fun.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
All right, the Valley.
The Valley, God almighty, the Valley.
I thought this was the last episode. It's not.
I don't know if there's more.
There's more. I don't know how much more of this I can take. I'm like,
what was happening, man? We were having such a good time.
We had everything.
Ryan.
We had Danny having breakdowns. We had vomiting. We had Jackson Brittany fighting. We had
Jesse being whatever that is.
Do you know what? I know he's problematic, but there were a few instances in this episode where I was just like, he's the only one who makes sense.
Oh, yeah. But you can be right and an asshole. This is something we know in our house.
No, there's nothing wrong with me, but I live with one. Yes. I'm perfect.
You know, you're like, you can say this. Nobody's arguing that that's not true, but it's not the correct thing to say at the time. He just can't get out of his own way and he can't stop. And I feel that.
And Janet getting all riled up about
Janet,
the Instagram story, and I'm like, bitch, you would have done that. You have upset that you wouldn't have pulled it off.
She has been played like a tune.
I fucking love it.
She's so agitatable. She's so dramatic. There are so many times where she's just like, she just goes from 1 to 100
because she's so in it,
light years.
Yeah, so in it. Like, if she wasn't so invested in the petty drama, like Jason is her husband, right?
Yeah.
Jason would be like, if you weren't so invested and weren't getting yourself so in at it, this wouldn't have affected you to the point where you couldn't sleep.
But also, what is she scared of?
Do you think he's
Do you think he's going to murder you from outside?
There's cameras, bitch. What you doing?
Like, what are you scared? Like, this is a person you know. What are you scared of? No, nothing. You have just got wound all the way out. And like when she flies off because she gets shushed, and Mia's like, I think you're hungry.
It is true though. I would have lost my mind at that. Like I'm cooking for all these people. I'm pregnant.
Oh, don't shush me. No, absolutely. But yes,
but also kind of really enjoyed Jessie in that moment.
Absolutely.
Yeah, thoroughly enjoyed it.
So we're starting off with like Jessie apologizes to Danny.
Yeah,
like, you know, fighting. And he's like, is this real? Is this real? And then you go, that's nice, but that should just be it.
Yeah. But it's
not. No, it's not.
Nope.
And the crack is Danny's cracks are starting to show a bit, isn't he? And like he's like, I've got a lot going on, and you're like, this is just sleep deprivation. This is bad. Like, yeah. And he looks like a dick in some parts of this, but we have felt that sleep deprivation. It does make you like on the fucking verge.
The thing is, it's like I always feel like though in a marriage where you have young children, one of you needs to be getting regular sleep.
Yeah.
Because it's not going to go well if both of you are sleep deprived. Whereas I really respect his decision and his choices in supporting his wife to the point where he wakes up to help with the babies throughout the night. That is not going to work out well long term.
Oh, well, maybe. But I was like, if Dan tried to sleep when one of the babies woke up, I'd have been like, fucking wake up, you piece of shit.
Yeah, but you would have been like that for the first 2 weeks. And then you realize that when you're both sleep deprived and it's going horribly wrong, one of you needs to sleep. And
no, I didn't realize that.
Okay, fair. All right. I forgot you were unreasonable. My bad.
So then the women are making dinner and Michelle is saying like, what about Santa Clarita?
Oh, of the house? Yeah.
Are they going to move?
Have you watched Santa Clarita's Diet?
Yeah, with Drew Barrymore.
And great show.
It is a great show.
Yeah, I've thoroughly enjoyed that.
Everybody is fun in that.
I need another season of that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What is his name? Timothy Oliphant. Him, yeah?
The boy?
The man, the husband.
Oh, I thought that was...
Skinny hips.
I thought that was someone else. But yeah, no, you're right. That's him, yeah.
And then the boy has been in other things. He's been in loads of stuff now.
He's loads of... That boy's like works. Like he's in stuff, yeah. But the house, I don't know if I like that 3-level garden.
No, I was like, this doesn't seem toddler friendly.
No, it doesn't seem toddler friendly at all.
This seems like things you can fall off. But I guess it's the difference between they're like living in a flat, like a whole big house.
Yeah, but also as well, like when you get older,
a big house where they live.
Yeah, but when you get older, who wants to have a garden on 3 separate levels? Like that is just a lot of gardening issues.
It's not that specific house, is it? Because she said she chose that house to make her be like, oh no, thanks.
Yeah, but she was into it.
But I think, but it's not even just, it's not that specific house. It's just the concept of like a whole house with a garden and all that space. And you can just park the car and you're not carrying fucking car seats upstairs to a flat. And you're not carrying groceries. Like all of that is there. You can just open the door and they're outside.
Yeah.
I can see the appeal of that. And if that's where you can afford all of that. I mean, there must be normal sized houses in America.
No.
Yeah, maybe not. Because that was a big ass house.
Yeah. No, it wasn't even that big.
Yeah, not quite some of the mad shit we say, but yeah, but it's, you know, it wasn't a 2 up, 2 down, was it?
No.
It wasn't a little semi.
True. Very true.
And so there's all that pressure on Danny as well, isn't there? Like, currently.
I feel bad for him.
Yeah, it's a lot of pressure to like suddenly. I think when we had the first baby, Dan like suddenly, in a way that I had never like said to him or like had never happened before, he was like, I have to provide. Like, I have a family.
Yeah.
And I was like, I very much am going to go back to having a job.
Yeah.
and we've never had like big discrepancies in what we earned, you know what I mean? So it's not like he paid for everything. But I think he was that kind of thing of being like, I have to look after everybody.
Yeah.
And so suddenly, if you've got
100%.
3 under 2, that probably does feel like a huge commitment, doesn't it? Like, and everybody else has got these huge houses.
Yeah. And I also feel like the difference, though, I think, with all of them and Danny is Danny actually gives a shit about being a husband.
Mm-hmm.
So that's a different.
Oh, he's definitely the win. He doesn't want the house so that he can show he's got the big house. He has to be able to provide the whole family life.
Yeah, and I think that's very different. And I think that's a very unique experience for the rest of them. Like, I don't think, like, Janet and Jason don't have a big, beautiful house.
No,
and
I'm sure they will do.
Yeah, but I just think they have a house that
I think they'll have
that they're comfortable in because he's sensible.
Yeah, but she's gonna start demanding shit.
Yeah,
she's having that bitch. Like, they're gonna need a room for the nanny, even though she doesn't have a job.
Yeah, well, yeah.
Yeah. And I understand that Mia being hesitant because she doesn't want to move somewhere where she doesn't know anyone. She's already, like, struggling. That all makes sense.
Yeah, 1000%.
Then they go outside and the boys are chatting and Jessie says to Danny, well, I thought you were thick-skinned.
Yeah.
And I'm like, how? How did anybody think that? But he's also trying to, like, justify his actions of, like, why I had, like, a physical fight with you.
Why are you being a dickhead? There's, like, just no need.
Because he's just trying to, like, show off, isn't he? Like, and it's like, and what Danny doesn't say, because he's not a petty bitch, what I would say is, no, I'm not thick-skinned. That's why I can communicate with my wife and she doesn't hate me.
Oh, shit.
But Danny's not a bitch and he's not going to tell Jessie about himself. And that's what Jessie needs. He needs to fucking dress him down.
Mm-hmm.
And then they say, like, he's a role model. And then we get into the ick of it being like, I don't know, man. They never say thank you. They, the women who, you know, merely create the life and carry it and feed it.
What might I say thank you for?
Yeah, thanks for doing a part of being a parent.
Yeah. No.
It's nice to say thank you, but, like, what do you want, a fucking medal? Fuck off.
I mean, I'm happy to say I appreciate you every now and again. But let's be clear. If I stopped doing what I was doing, your world would fall apart. So fuck off.
Particularly in, like, you know, I generally am pretty not into gender roles. But when it comes to, like, literal babies, carrying, birthing, feeding babies, it's a pretty female-centric vibe.
You know how you cry and whine to your mum? I'm someone's mum.
Yeah.
Put some fucking respect on my name, bitch.
Yeah, so that bit doesn't sit fantastically with us.
No, it does not. It does not.
And then Jessie's like, yeah, I want another kid so bad. I'm like, well, oddly,
she doesn't.
Not your decision, is it? Because if you were so great and did so much, go and have another fucking kid then. Oh, except you can't.
I don't think he wants another kid. I think he wants to have sex.
To trap her in.
I know. I think he wants to have sex. I don't. Oh yeah,
maybe
another kid.
Maybe it's that.
He's just so goddamn horny.
Time to not have sex. I can't. I mean,
3 years.
And poor Jason
must have put it in something, a flashlight, like something.
It's insane.
But how is she not? Oh no, she is though, isn't she? Yeah. Sorry, my mistake.
And Jason is just like, guys, is it this terrible? Is it awful?
Well, you're marrying Janet, so it might actually be, you know.
God almighty. That's when Janet comes out to be like, you know, we need to, like, eat, and she gets shushed and she, like, flies off the handle. But is it like, you shouldn't be shushed. I wouldn't be happy about being shushed, but I wouldn't storm downstairs and cry and, like, I just turn around and be like, do you fucking shush me?
That. And that's
guess what? Now you're not having any dinner.
That's what I expected from her.
No, she's all into the...
I might have given her the villain card a bit too early.
I think it's all part of the villain. It's all part of the manipulation.
I don't know if she's got the balls.
I always felt this. There are people who, like, they got pregnant and then people, like, did shit for them because they were pregnant. And I'm just like, how do you become one of those people? To be like, oh, you know, I didn't prioritize my pregnant wife, that she was hungry. Like, what the fuck is that, man?
Listen, no, that didn't happen for me at all.
No,
I don't know.
So she's all upset. And Jason just literally goes next to her and like rubs her and goes, "You're 100% right. You're entirely right. You're the most right anyone's ever been."
Because my husband's always like, why are you so unreasonable? Why can't we have a nice time?
That's because you haven't fully broken his spirit. She's fully broken his spirit. He's terrified of her. And then, but she can't stop herself because then they go like back up to eat and she calls Jessie a little bitch.
Yeah, she does. She does.
And I'm like, he's so prickly. She can't take it, but she can give it. I'm like, that's not how it works. Because
it is in Bravo, though.
He doesn't give a fuck that she's called him a bitch.
No, absolutely not. And then Jax gets into the whole how much does Brittany had to drink.
Yeah, it was it's bad bedroom choices that they're right next to the kitchen.
Yeah, and then Brittany comes out and she's like, "I can fucking hear you. You're not having my back. All these ladies have got my back.
You're making a fool of your wife."
And he's like, "I've been maybe don't drink at all for 9 years." Now listen, my husband has seen me throw up some stuff. He sees me when I've really hungover, and never, not once, not one time would he ever think to say to me, maybe you shouldn't drink as much, or next time when you go out, maybe drink less. Not one time. It's never, ever occurred to him. He just gets on with whatever he has to do the next day, and he does it. Granted, he doesn't do it as well as me, so I still have to do more work the day after to clean up. But he gets on with it. He takes care of the kids if it needs to be. He does whatever he needs to do. And he's just like, did you have a good time? That is the man you have to marry.
Yes. Now, on the flip side of this, when Dan is hungover and he whinges, which doesn't happen anymore, but in the past, when this is what I can't stand. You can be hungover. Just say you're hungover. I cannot abide people who go out, get drunk, and then ate something bad.
Oh, right. Okay.
We cannot play this game. I'm not here for this in any capacity. I think I ate something. I'm like, did you? Was it liquid? You didn't eat anything bad. It was not the chips. Chill out.
Yeah. No, see, no, we've never had that. We've been very honest in my relationship of like, yeah, no, I went out until 4 o'clock this morning. I drank too much. I don't know what day it is. I'm going to spend the rest of the day vomiting.
And I get what like Jax is saying, because like I'm horrified of being hungover, so I just don't drink very much.
Yeah,
like I'm not good at it. I just don't. I don't like it. I don't like being drunk. I don't like being hungover, so I don't drink very much. But those are choices one makes as an individual.
Also, as well, a part of me also said my things to that they're a tight knit group of friends, right? They're close. So Jax is talking to his friends. Like, he's forgotten that the cameras are there. He's not really paying them. So he's talking to his friends, and he's like, did she go? Because this is a normal pattern of behavior for her. Did she drink? Now, is that unreasonable? Probably not when you are good friends with people to say.
But equally, like, they've gone away for the weekend without their kid. If she's got drunk and thrown up, like you say, like, don't be a dick about it. She's on her day off.
Yeah.
If she wants to get drunk and throw off, it's not the end of the world, is it? She's not going to die, and she's in the bedroom. She's not asking for everyone else to be involved. She's not making it everyone's business. Just leave it a bit. Like, just don't be a prick to her.
Yeah.
And it's sad for her if it is her, like, general stomach things or stress manifesting because he's such a prick to her. But even if she was just drunk and then puking, like, on occasion, that's her choice.
Yeah, 100%.
He's so wedded to the drinking problem line. Is that just because he thinks then that's a thing? You can like eliminate drinking and then you'll have a happy marriage.
No, I think it's just another thing that he thinks he can control. I don't think it's got anything like I think he upsets him that he's not in a position of power anymore.
Yeah.
Like, he was at the start of their relationship, he was in a position of power. He was the celebrity. He was the one that earned more money. He was the one that was doing this. And then he brought her on the show, and lo and behold, she became the fan favorite. And
everyone
like, what the fuck is she doing with Jax?
Yes, I would like to. If someone could explain what is she doing with that, Jax,
I think honestly, he's got a hoover of a mouth, and his dick shoots diamonds. That's the only fucking explanation.
So, and this is when we start hearing that, like, we talk more about how, like, Janet didn't get any sleep because of the Zach story. And then we see Zach and Kristen's spa day.
Fucking brilliant.
But so cheap. Why couldn't we go to a spa?
Because they've got no money. Where have you seen any one of those people go to work?
No money. Oh, yeah. What does Zach even pretend that he does?
I haven't heard one line about what he does for a job.
No, absolutely not. He doesn't have a job.
I would be very surprised if he didn't say he wasn't a hair model.
I bet he says he's a stylist.
Is that what he says?
I don't know. I just want to imagine it's the kind of bullshit thing someone would say, isn't it? So they have their shit talking day, and it was very good. Maybe he's an influencer, because I think that Instagram post is like dead on. Like, it's absolute maximum impact, minimum effort. Like, to be so efficient.
Who thinks like that?
It's so good.
I want to be inside his head.
Like, it's insane, isn't it? Because it's an insane thing to do, but he knows her so well that he can, like, it wound her up and set her up so perfectly.
Absolutely.
It's amazing.
Absolutely. No, you wouldn't have done that for anyone else in the group. I think he would have had his own
he'll have a thing. Yeah, he'd know what the thing was, but for Janet, who is like absolutely obsessed with the internet research and fangirl and knowing how much everyone's house is worth, and she's like a fucking Instagram stalker, like, oh, perfection.
Yeah. That's fantastic. Then what happens?
Then the boys go fishing, and Jesse's like, yeah, like I'm sick. We're like, sorry, what?
Your girlfriend's real skinny.
What are you saying?
Oh, your wife, rather.
Yeah.
And
Danny doesn't know what a Napoleon complex is. And Jason's like, that's not what that means. That's actually not what that means. And then he's like, yeah, it means this. And he's like, no, it doesn't.
And then he says, I can't really say anything. Jack says, I can't really say anything. My marriage is on the outs too. And then Jason's like, that implies that yours is also.
Yeah.
He lawyered them up on that boat.
But Jesse again comes for Danny.
Yeah.
He's like, your wife wears the pants.
Yeah.
And he's just like, why are you to me? Like, your wife fucking hates you.
Because he's jealous. Hello.
But yes, then Jax does his like confession of like, yeah, like because Jax sort of goes back to Jesse and is like, how, like, why? Because then he's like, you should come to me and ask for advice. He's like, why the fuck would we ask you? You're getting divorced, man. Nobody likes you. You're having fucking fights with everybody. And he's like, well, and he explains in his confessional that he's like, I could tell you like what not to do. And I'm like, well, you should have said that.
That's what you should have led with. That was like the key headline.
I can show you some mistakes I've made, as opposed to being like, why don't you follow me? It's like, what, in the fucking fast track to divorce? Oh god, because he's like, I'm very aware, and I don't seem very aware. Oh my word!
Oh,
absolute nightmare.
These boys, honestly,
it's just hopeless.
It's just.
But then we don't see the baby shower.
No,
this has just occurred to me. I'm like, what?
That's just the
I
end
just
of the
realised that
episode.
we don't see the baby shower.
Yeah, so we've got another episode to watch.
Watch that again. Oh Lord, good Lord. Oh, but is he just
so angry about not seeing the baby shower?
I've just realised it's because I'm sick of Janet. Oh, this is why it's not the final. I did like it when Nathan said she was going to have to go paddleboarding, and she was like, the fuck I am. She's like, what? I'm a precious vessel.
Oh, I need to like breathe for a second before I piss myself. Hold on. I have to go to the doctor. This isn't right.
It's not.
Any other thoughts that aren't going to make me wet myself?
I don't think so. I think that's it. That
Okay,
one
fine.
snuck up on me though.
Okay.
I'm as shocked as everyone else.
We're going to have to stop this because I'm going to piss myself. Right then, bye everyone. Thanks for listening. Don't forget to rate, comment and subscribe.
See you all soon. Bye.
Bye. Oh.